as women, unfortunately, there are some places in this world that we can't go without facing some level of adversity or having troubles forced upon us. And there are certain people in this world, that could be women or could be men, who have the worst intentions in mind. And that is a scary thing. Obviously, anyone can be evil. It isn't only men and men that can be evil to women. Women can also be evil to men. But I never thought this person would be like that. You know, I never imagined that actor to be this level of disturbing. Okay. And you might be able to. Well, obviously, you're going to have read the title. I'm talking about Kim Soo Hyun, and as someone who doesn't really hold much weight or have the social justice desire to uphold in autism, like some people, I don't know how to explain it, like some people who are on the spectrum and just some people in life are social justice warriors, and that is wonderful. I'm really pleased that some people are like that. I'm not. So when the allegations from Kim Se-ron's aunt came to light about Kim Soo Hyun, I didn't really bat an eye. Not because I didn't care, it's because, well, I don't care, but in a different way of just like, I don't care in a bad way. I don't care because I have no feelings, because I don't understand the situation enough. And that I'm very much of the mentality of keep your blinkers on. And actually, me and my sister will talk about it, and she said, "Oh, are you not a girl's girl?" I'm like, I'm not a girl's girl, I'm a people's person. I want everyone to feel supported and for everyone to be held accountable to their actions and stuff. Like that's where I am with that sort of stuff. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about certain scandals and like when certain scandals come to light. The only other scandal that I can really think of the magnitude and the intense vitriol to the person it's about is obviously Tail, which, because it came from the police, I was a lot more inclined to be very pissed off with him. But obviously, because the Soohyun stuff is coming from Se-ron's aunt, and there wasn't at the time much evidence. There is a lot more. It was a lot harder for me to, I wouldn't say believe, but I also wouldn't say not believe. It was a lot harder for me to really have an opinion and I don't know. I needed more evidence or like evidence for or against to really hold an opinion. And even still, I'm not disgusted when I see his face or hear his name. I'm more just tired of hearing that another guy has done this, you know? Like another person has victimized a girl, a child in that way, and is capable of doing that and being so good in the world enough to fool people for so long. You know? And I did actually record this yesterday, and I did upload an episode yesterday, but I took it down shortly after because I just didn't really like how I was talking in it. And there's a very annoying situation that also comes from this that I will admit I am very irritated by because it just kind of throws a spanner into the works of this podcast actually. And it's because I hadn't talked about it, but in April I was actually going to do a whole series on all of the actors that have been in dramas that I love. And Soohyun was the first fucking one. The first one. I was going to talk about Queen of Tears. I was going to sing that guy's praises because he was so good in that drama. And now I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, I don't think I could even watch Queen of Tears because I'm so creeped out about how, like, obviously it's fake, he's acting, but like, just like even consuming his like actually consuming his art like interviews and stuff, he acts the exact same way. And I'm like, oh wow, you are a very good actor, my dude. You are an extremely good actor. And it's just horrible. And from what I know right now, which is at 3 minutes past 1 on Thursday the 13th of March 2025, is that the main basis of why a lot of people are not liking Soohyun is because he dated Kim Se-ron from when that girl was 15 and he was 27. That is obviously, for me, it's obviously a 12-year age difference, and that's the age difference between my parents. So immediately it didn't clock in my brain of it being weird. But like that that sounds really weird. But it didn't immediately kind of clock that that is a strange age difference because it's so normalized in my own family. But I'm like, you willingly must have known this girl for a period of time before obviously dating her. We don't know how long they knew each other for, but I'm like, you wanted to date a child before you went for your military service, right? And after that, you enlisted her help in starting up your own agency, gold medalist, got her to be signed under it, and like I don't know what else he did, and like sent her letters when you're at military service, and then completely abandon her in the same breath when she gets into a DUI scandal, allegedly. These are all alleged, by the way. We have no real like concrete confirmation from what I know. But like, you dated a 15-year-old when you were 27. I'm like, if you wanted to date her, you could have at least waited until she was 18. It's still weird, but at least it's not illegal. You could have waited 3 years. And then granted, you would have been 30, but 15, that ain't right. And there's also like annoyances about him not attending her funeral. And I'm like, yeah, he was probably trying to not make it obvious. It just weirds me out. I'm a bit like, I don't want to like say that I hate him because I don't also like him. I have nothing. I have no feelings about the situation or about him. Like, that's like also my feelings about Tail. I'm just like, ew, like, no, I'm good. And actually, like, back onto the Tail stuff for a second, I actually got the Golden Age album, like, a couple of weeks after the scandal had dropped and stuff, and I was, like, praying that I wasn't going to get his album version. I ended up getting Mark's, it was all fine. But, like, I just thought it was funny that I was like, no, Tail, no. But all in all with the situation, like, also, and this isn't me, like, trying to on someone who isn't here to defend herself. But Seron also dated a 27-year-old when she was 15. And I think that shows that the people around her clearly didn't care enough. If I'm gonna be honest, they clearly did not care enough to say, are you sure that this is the best decision for you? Let alone saying, absolutely not, do not date this man, he's 12 years older than you. Like, she dated him. Like, there was no one around to stop her. And that is kind of creepy. Like, if I'm gonna say anything is creepy, it's that no one stopped her. Like, she was signed to YG and then gold medalist. Like, no one in those two companies ever thought to stop that. Like, not her managers, not her styling team, not her parents, no one from Soohyun's side. No one did anything. And that is weird. Because I'm like, If I knew, like, obviously at the grand old age of 21, if I knew someone who was born in. How old would you be if you. Right. How. When would you have been born if you were 17, 15, 2010? Oh my god, 2010. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I knew someone who was born in 2010 dating someone who was born in 1997, I'll be like, 1998. Yeah, yeah, 1998. I would be like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. We're not doing anything illegal. Go and date someone who was born in, like, I don't know, 2008. I don't know, 17. Not 18 yet. It's not creepy yet. Like, or I don't know, date someone who's like born in 2011. I don't know. If you want to go younger, go younger. At least at least it's only a little bit younger. At least it's not creepy. I'm like, why? Why did no one flag anything? Like, obviously, I'm not blaming Seron. God, no, I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming everyone else who didn't flag it. I'm blaming Suhyun. Like, why? Why would you want to? Why? Why? I don't like that. Like, even Seron said herself, like, oh, I want to play a role with Suhyun. Did no one clock that and be like, Seron, are you sure about that? That's a little bit weird. No one did anything. They let her, like, this potential, alleged, they let her date him. I'm like, okay, what? Like, my mum was 23 when she met my dad. He was 36. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. Both two consenting adults. My mum's like far enough into her adulthood so then her fucking frontal lobe is like developed enough, and my dad's already knows dating and stuff. Like, that makes sense. You know, they had kids a little bit later on. My mum was 36 when she had me. I'm like, my yeah, 36 when she had me. So my dad was like, ah, does that make sense? Wait, I'm 21 now. My mum's 35. She was an older mother when she had me. So, like, it makes sense. Everything is fine. Everything is logical. They were two consenting adults when they decided to get together and get married and have kids. It's like not creepy. It's not illegal. And like, I don't get why no one said a word. No one thought to question why a 27-year-old would even be interested in dating a 15-year-old. Like, just completely take like Soo-hyun's decision out the fucking bathtub of whatever mess this is. No one did anything. Who knows what other messed up things are happening in K-pop or in K-dramas or in Korean entertainment at all or in the entertainment industry entirely. Like the people behind Queen of Tears willingly hired someone who did that, made an amazing drama, was able to get it to global fame, and then like this happens. It's like, I don't like, who's paying these people off? Like, surely they must have known. Like, surely like people in the industry should have known. I don't know. It's just it's horrible. And I honestly feel most sorry for Seron because like she's no longer here to defend herself. She's no longer able to like get any form of justice like at all. And like what I guess really unfortunately cements the idea that this is true is the fact that she passed away on Soohyun's 30th. So like who, like, obviously it might not even have meant anything. I'm not speculating. It's just a horrible coincidence if this actually ends up not being true. But it is seeming extremely true. I don't know. I don't like it at all. I hate it. I hate it so much because there's so many other vile people who still have supporters. Like, what are we meant to do? How are we meant to know who is good or who is bad in this world? Like, there are things that I've willingly admitted that I've done in the past, which, aren't at all illegal, by the way. I should clarify that. They aren't illegal. But, like, are a bit like, probably shouldn't have done that. Like, for example, this is really, really bad, just off on a side tangent. I was walking in school one day, and I happened to be looking at the lockers, and I saw that one of my classmates had left her locker key inside of her locker. So I took the key. This is really bad. I took the key out, and she had a key ring that I really wanted. I took the key ring off and I kept it. And I go, oh my god, this is really bad. And I just put the key back in. Just put it back in for her. Yeah, just took her keyring that she worked hard for. Yeah. Or oh my god, this is pretty bad. My boyfriend also left his locker key in his locker. So I just took it. And then, I went to a homework club and he was there and he was like, oh, Sophie, do you know where my locker key is? So I just gave it back to him. This is, really, really bad. This was, 10 plus years ago, and I have since apologised to these people and given these things back. But they were like, why did you take it? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't have any feelings. I don't know why I took it. And they're like, okay. So, we're all messed up. It's just how messed up are we? And do we really want these messed up people in this world? I don't know anymore. I hate going online and seeing all of it. I'm just tired. I'm like, God, Melis, just kick him out of the agency. The industry, we don't need him. We don't need anyone who's bad. Well, to be fair then, we would have no one, but I don't know. The world is a messed up place and we're just powerless to change it, Yeah. So unfortunately that does mess things up for actor April. It will no longer be happening. So now I've got to figure out what else am I going to create for the next month. Yeah. It might just be random episodes, or just carrying on as I'm doing right now. I do plan to do actually an episode all about what was it? Ranking intros and outros and interludes of K-pop groups. I can't seem to find many actually that are in the fourth generation. Again, Hyun did them a lot at the start of their career, but yeah, no, that's taking some time. I want to rank, or I want to talk about a couple of the new groups' debut discography and all that good stuff. I'm currently listening to Young Posse's music. That is most of what I'm doing actually. I did start doing stuff and then, you just sort of kind of get distracted by life. And then you're like, can I be bothered to do this? And the answer is no, I can't be. But yeah, that is what's happening with the podcast. I am sorry about this random bonus episode, but I knew I had to say something at some point, so that's my 2 cents on the situation. It's not that I don't care about Seron, it's just I don't care enough about the situation to say. I really don't want it to sound harsh, but I have no deep feelings about the situation. That's what I need to say. I have no deep feelings other than this is really bad. Yeah. So please don't consume the news if you don't feel like you can cope with it, or don't interact if you don't feel like it. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I will talk to you again. Well, you won't actually hear any updates about my life until April actually, because I recorded so far in advance. I need to stop doing that. I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.